You're watching From the Heart with John Willard.
Hi friends, John Willard here, the gentleman poet, storyteller, and Nagi contributor, back for another show and more bone-chilling truth. Friends, spring rushes in, streams surge, rivers race, and water brings new life to the Ozarks. The pink red bud blooms. Oh, they put on a spectacular show. Vibrant green foliage, misty mountains, picturesque farms, many scenic drives that take it all in. Especially in the spring, Nagi's favorite time of the year. Nagi always thought the best of this world is that there would always be more springs. Here at Nagi, we all pitch in to keep the beauty going. It's a team effort here. If you can't load up and come here, then come. Take the journey with me. We love driving the back roads and admiring the tranquil beauty of this area. Cattle grazing, silos and beautiful barns, pretty white houses, tidy farms, blooming dogwoods, red buds and fruit trees, painting the hillside. The air is filled with the smells of fragrance. During this time, puffy clouds float from the sky in a magical turquoise blue sky. These Ozark back roads are a trip back in time. Perhaps the Ozarks' greatest assets are its friendly people. Friendly, kind, and generous. Hardworking, always ready to help a neighbor. Some say a little slice of heaven, and no place they'd rather be. The life lessons, strong growth values, and cherished memories I've gained from these Ozarks will stay in my heart forever. Coffee before chores, watch the hummingbirds, and now beautiful orioles that are enjoying getting some of the sweet water also. Hard work, determination, good manners come from the farm. People may see me as old school. They may look at me as a person who needs to get with the time. Since I can remember, I was out in the fields. The memories and stories I've gained will stick with me forever. Life is full of adventure, bumpy paths and windy roads. Make the most out of every second. The Ozarks will hold a special place in my heart as life's journey continues. Basking in spring's blue skies, sunshine, gentle breezes, listening to the creek and watching the clouds float by. when I bag up all my life's lessons, memories, and takeaways, I'll always love these Ozarks. It's a slower, sweeter life, and I adore it. Spring, new life and love inspired me to write this poem. Let me share. The rose that sleeps beneath the frost will live again, though it seems lost. When winter days make way for spring, I will return on the sparrow's wing. My love lives on in the heart of a flower, in the kiss of the sun, in a warm summer shower. Just look around when in despair. Look with your heart, and I'll be there. Says it all. When Nagi lived in Coy, near Anderson, he would hear the sound of Jimmy Dalton's old pickup, which sounded more like a tractor than a pickup. Jimmy lived close and raised trout. Jimmy always stopped to talk on his beer run to town to restock. Dalton grinned his easy-going grin, and he always said, "Come see the trout." Nagi always did. And after a short visit, Jimmy would say, "Wait a minute." Jimmy grabbed his net and he pulled out 3 nice trout from the purest water. And he said, "Take these home for your supper." That's the way Ozark people are. Another close neighbor, Kenneth Shaver, a chain-smoking hill dweller that Nagi liked, sold Nagi a $10 pig for $60. Nagi was proud of his trading abilities that Kenneth had. This is when the dance began. This was like being in the ring with Ali. You know what the end result will be, but you wouldn't trade the experience for anything. Kenneth would study the clouds. He would notice a deer, and he'd start increasing his rate of blinking. And this is when the magic began. Kenneth would say, "Now, I'm not sure what they're a-bringing. You know, the market is always a-changin'. Last time I checked, a pig that size was a-bringing about $60. But I haven't kept up with the prices. I want to be fair." Now you're hooked, mesmerized. This slow-talking hill dweller had a way of making you glad to get whatever he was selling. Nagi always got skinned on every deal, and he was still glad to know Kenneth. He was always ready to help Nagi when needed. We have Pick Blackwell, another Ozark character. The stories I was told about Pick. Pick made his living hauling for others with his old, beat-up truck. Fenders didn't match, bald tires, Steering wheel looked like it was used to sharpen Pick's knife. Troopers always pulled Pick over and give him a warning to get his old truck in safe condition. If he was hauling a pig for someone, he could just lift the pig and set it in the truck. Once at a diner with limited seating, sitting at the counter with his satchel placed in a stool next to him. On his ticket was a $1 charge for tying up the seat. Pick opened up his satchel, set a piece of pie from the pie case inside the satchel, and he said, "If I'm a-gonna pay for her, she's a-gonna eat." Oh, the Ozark people in Nagi's life. Nora, Nagi's grandmother, who had the quickest comebacks of anyone. Nora's telephone was a party line. 2 longs and a short was how she knew if the call was for her. And the line was shared with her neighbor lady. Once when Nagi was there, Nora was trying to make a call, and each time she picked up the phone, the neighbor lady had the phone tied up. The third time Nora picked up the phone, the neighbor lady hollered into the phone, "Nora, quit picking up the phone. I'm on a call with my son in New York." In a millisecond, Nora hollered back into the phone, "Fly up there. It would be cheaper," and slammed the phone down. Nora always had a quick comeback. Oh, the Ozark people in my life. They worked from daylight till dark. Their grit, only 3 changes of clothes, 1 pair of shoes. The depression defined my people. I am Southern. I hear it in the language of my kin. I taste it in the food. I feel it in my heart. Each passing year, I find mellowness in myself that wasn't there before. Friends, at some point in our life and our family's lives, CNAs will be of great importance to us. So let's appreciate NACA and CNAs now, as we sure will later. Friends, I'm out of time. Remember, Nagi always said, when you're good to others, you are best to yourself. You can reach me on Twitter at JohnWillard47. If you want me to come to your event, well, I still have my dogs. You know how that is. Remember, it's not what we gain, but what we give that measures the worth of the life we live. Until next time, friends.